Hi guys, Dudes Youth here, back with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel video, and it's been a while once more. And since I'm kind of hibernating during tier format, might as well make a new Master Duel video. And today we're gonna talk about 5 of the best structure decks that you can buy in Master Duel. And if you're a beginner, if you're a new player who's just starting playing Master Duel and want a deck to play without spending too much, and your main choice are looking at the structure decks here, I will recommend 5 of the best structure decks. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 structure decks in Master Duel, and sad to say, not all of them are viable. And the reason I chose 5 is that, yeah, less than half of the structure decks here are competitively viable and can help you last a while in rank. But without further ado, let's get started. And the first one, the best structure deck, we'll start from the best and go down to like the 5th best. So it will be easy, and you want to see the best decks first and the best decks ahead. So the best structure deck right now is Blackwing, and Blackwing is a synchro combo deck that uses the small Blackwing monsters, which are, a lot of them are tuners. They recycle each other. They just extend to a point that they allow you to create powerful synchro monsters. Like you get Blackwing Dragon here. You get Blackwing Full Armor Master, which is like one of their best boss monsters. And you can get the royal finish of this at a limited time. So if you're starting in Master Duel, you've probably gotten this by this time. And also their new synchro monster, which is Blackwing Assault Dragon, which has burn damage. And worth noting that all of these Blackwing monsters can pretty much add a wedge counter to monsters like Full Armor and Assault Dragon. So they inflict effects like basically negating your opponent's monsters, reducing their attack, and then you can just blow them up if they all have Black Feather counters, which is pretty cool. But yeah, Blackwing is a really powerful synchro deck. Let's just take a look at the small deck profile. Hand traps, DD Crow, Maxi. DD Crow is needed for the current meta if Teargaments are still a thing. Until Teargaments are completely hit or gone out of meta contention, DD Crow is a mandatory hand trap to have. Maxi, Ash Blossom, and Infinite Permanence. Now, buying the structure deck after getting all these cards, I think worth noting you should get all the staples too. It's worth the investment. It can get a bit expensive, but yeah. So let's go with the Blackwings. Orochi, the Squall. So just a free extender, free one of extender, which is always great to have in any deck. Harmattan is also another free extender. So having Blackwings of different names means that these are guides, so you can just summon this, summon that, go into your synchro, extend even more. And Vata, the Emblem of Wandering, another really great card, a really great tuner to extend on. And Chinook, the Snow Blast, is another pretty nifty tech Blackwing card. Magical Broker is here most likely because you're running Small World, which pretty much can search every Blackwing name on this deck, which is handy. Zephyros the Elite is one of the best extenders in any Yu-Gi-Oh deck because it has a once per duel revive and it's a level 4. Always really powerful. Shamal the Sandstorm is another is a spell searcher for Black Feather Whirlwind, which is one of your important spell cards here. Help sets you up. And Sudri allows you to help extend into Blackwing Dragon, which is the new one. The Blackwing Assault Dragon. And this one too. So you can extend into that. So pretty cool. You can make a Phantom Glimmer token, which is crazy because creating tuner tokens is actually kind of busted in Yu-Gi-Oh, so pretty powerful. And of course, you're mostly gonna be locked into synchros, but that's fine because pretty much your entire extra deck, almost your entire extra deck is comprised of synchro. Blackwing, Simoon, the Poison Wind is helps you set Black Whirlwind from the deck face up, place it. So Black Whirlwind is like a crazy good extender, which allows you to add a Blackwing monster after normal summoning. This is not once per turn. If you have 2 of these or 3 of these, you can just add 3 monsters to your hand, which is insane. Black Feather Whirlwind is another way to extend. You only need 1 of these because Black Whirlwind is the best one. And then you get Blackwing Twin Shadow, which is a shuffle back of 2 Blackwing monsters, and allows you to special summon a synchro from your extra deck equal to the level of those monsters, which is always great. So yeah, if you're looking for a synchro strategy that's really powerful and kind of fresh, because these are pretty new to Master Duel, Blackwing is a great choice to have, and helps you learn the game as well. This has a pretty solid learning curve, not too hard actually. Sure, synchro summoning means adding the level of a tuner and a non-tuner, so that's kind of there's mathematics involved, but it's fine. Next up, we're gonna go with the second best, and I believe that is Salamangreat. And in terms of longevity, decks that will last the longest, I believe Salamangreat is the one that has the potential to just be better overall in the long term. So Salamangreat is one of the best decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! It is a world champion deck in 2019, and even until now, it's pretty good, it's solid. And in Master Duel, there's 3 Salamangreat Gazelle, which allows you to just start your combos much better and basically just have a more consistent hand, and allows you to extend into your link plays. So you go into Baylings to search your field spell, extend into Sunlight Wolf, and set up disruptions, which include a good amount of hand traps, and Salamangreat Rage, which destroys cards, and Salamangreat Roar, which is a really powerful Omni Negate. And then of course, yeah, lots of hand traps. You kind of want at least 9 hand traps here. You can also lower the number of Signet Mining, but Signet Mining is also free in the structure deck, so that's a big bonus, because if you are making Salamangreat, you can make other Cybers decks like Matmech and Marinces, and you have 3 free Signet Mining to use on all of those. So hand traps, the usual Ash, Max, and Imperm here. Cross out and Called By for anti-hand trap. Duster for board breaker, and then we go into our Salamangreats. Flame Buffalo isn't a Salamangreat card, but it's it might as well be, because it's a Fire Cybers, and it's a free draw 2. By this card, it's not a free draw 2. Discard 1, draw 2. Foxy is an Excavate. It's like a Pot of Duality, and when you return, if this gets revived from the graveyard, it pops a spell trap, so it's really great going second. Salamangreat Gazelle is your main starter. You can special summon this card from your hand, so if you're doing a link play, it will instantly trigger, and you can special summon and send a Salamangreat card from your deck to graveyard, which allows you to extend even more. You can send Spinny, so you can revive this from the graveyard, so you have another body, or you can send Salamangreat Roar to be retrieved by Sunlight Wolf, but later on that. Salamangreat Falco is another really great extender, and Jaguar is really cool. And then you have those are all the cool Salamangreat monsters. These are really all powerful, and just allow you to just extend and pretty much set up a solid mid-range board that pretty much can take on different kinds of decks from meta to rogue. Parallel Exceed, really cool level 4 extender, because you can go into Baguska, you can completely lock your opponent down, and if you already have a link board and have Baguska, you're pretty much shutting down your opponent's plays, unless they play a link deck. For the Salamangreat spells and traps, you have Sanctuary. You only need one of these because Bailings can search it off of the summon. And this allows you to link, use one Salamangreat link monster to link into like Sunlight Wolf, which is pretty powerful. Salamangreat Circle adds a Salamangreat monster from deck to hand. And that's always handy. So this is also searchable. Roar is your card pop, as I said, and Roar is your Omni Negate, and Rage is your card pop, which are really powerful disruptions. Mirage Stalio allows you to extend pretty much special summon any Salamangreat monster from deck by detaching one material. That's always great. Baguska just shuts down anything that's not a link monster. Bailings is your best link starter to just search your Sanctuary. Linguribo is here just in case you face trap decks. You can contribute this to negate a trap card. Update jammers for the Access Code Talker OTK. Transcode Talker allows you to extend into like Decode Talker, revive another Cybers, go into Access Code or Heat Soul, as I said. Splash Mage is also another extender that goes into Heat Soul. Heat Soul, you pay 1,000 life points to draw one card. And it's also a decent beater if you have a link monster if you have a monster pointed to those link arrows. So really powerful. And then Sunlight Wolf allows you to retrieve Salamangreat cards from the graveyard. And just really cool. And add another fire monster to grave to hand. So there's just this deck is pretty versatile in a way. And it's very flexible. It has a decent grind game. It can help you learn the game as well, like Blackwings, and with cyber support in the OCG having arrived here in OCG, you're gonna bet. It's a good bet to have Salamangreat because a lot of those cyber support is pretty usable and allows you to just get more powerful. And yeah, Salamangreat is the second best structure deck in the list here. Moving on to number 3. Number 3 is Dragonmaid. So Dragonmaid is a grindy control deck that sets up disruptions that bounce your cards like Hieratic Seal, Dragonmaid Tidying, return opponent's cards to the hand, and really powerful disruptions. You can even use Pot of Extravagance, and they have a pretty solid negate and fusion monster lineup, so they only have 2, but hey, they can use Hieratic Seal to bounce and special summon anything from any dragon from their deck. Kitchen Dragonmaid is your starter that allows you to add a Dragonmaid monster. You can use Pargar Dragonmaid to send the Dragonmaid card from deck to GY to extend. Chamber Dragonmaid allows you to search a Dragonmaid spell trap, and Hospitality is a special summon, which is pretty nifty, allows you to extend even more. Dragonmaid Changeovers, that is an incredible fusion spell that allows you to go into Shio, which is a powerful negate, and can transform into House Dragonmaid, so that's really powerful. But yeah, so this deck doesn't combo off. This isn't a combo deck, but this is a powerful control deck that plays slow, has good space for hand traps and other generic traps. You can even run Rivalry of Warlords and basically just help control the game until your opponent runs out of resources. And basically this allows you to slow down the pace and pretty much play a decent grind game. So on the extra deck, you also have Chaos Ruler for milling, which is pretty good because you kind of want some of the Dragon Maids in the graveyard. Also worth noting, House Nurse Dragonmaid for 1-off. And also in the battle phase, a lot of the Dragon Maids transform into their big dragon forms like Dragonmaid Ernus. These are usually just big beaters that come back at the end of the battle phase. So, Think Heck and Lorpar, really. So basically the game style, the play style here is to just disrupt your opponent to death until you keep poking them for enough damage to win the game. But then again, you can OTK with these big dragon beaters here. Now for the other cards, Pot of Prosperity for just searching the entire deck. Pot of Extravagance allows you to banish 6 in the extra deck, draw 2. Kind of risky sometimes, but really powerful. Rivalry of Warguard just locks your opponent into one type, which is really powerful right now. A lot of meta decks just play more than one type, so they're gonna be locked. They're either not gonna play or they're gonna have a worse board than you, so that's really awesome. But yeah, Dragonmaid is very great, very good budget deck. And with the Bistils incoming, even though the Bistils are hit, Bistil Dragonmaid is pretty powerful. It's gonna be so decent. It's gonna be a pretty good rogue at least. At the very least, it can be tiered depending on who's playing it. But yeah, Dragonmaid is a good investment, especially with Bistils arriving. And you know, there's always decent dragon support, so this is good for the future if you're gonna plan on just sticking with one deck. And also, a lot of the parts in the Dragonmaid structure deck can be used in Dragon Link. So if you're a fan of like crazy non-linear combo decks, maybe that's your style. But you can start with Dragonmaid and you can't go wrong with that. Now, the fourth best is Cyberdark. Cyberdark is a deck based around the Cyber Dragon archetype. But the goal of Cyberdark, because Cyber Dragon is an OTK deck, Cyberdark meanwhile basically ends on Cyberdark End Dragon, which is an invincible big tower of a boss that is unaffected by unactivated effects and is 5,000 attacks. So you know this is really hard to out, and it can attack up to the number of equipped cards attached to it, so it can attack multiple times, and with 5,000 damage you can basically just win games by just beating down the opponent. So Cyberdark, apart from the usual staples, we won't go through that much. Cyber Dragon Core, so like Cyber Dragon decks itself, Cyber Dragon Core is your main cyber card searcher when you normal summon it, and this also allows you to special summon a Cyber Dragon monster from your deck by banishing it if you don't have a monster on field. The opponent has one. Hertz is here to get sent to the graveyard so you can search the original Cyber Dragon. So that's pretty straightforward for the Cyber Dragon cards. Let's go with Cyberdark. Cyberdark Cannon discard this to search other Cyberdark cards. Machine Cyberdark, so that's usually Cyberdark Chimera. Cyberdark Claw is discard this to search your Cyberdark spells, which is Horizon and Realm. Horn and Edge are just extra Cyberdark names you want on your deck. And in your graveyard when you want to bring out Cyberdark and Dragon using Cyberdarkness. Next, Cyberdark Chimera. This is your Power Bond searcher. So discard one spell trap, add one Power Bond from your deck to hand. This allows you to just make your powerful fusion monsters with double attack. So it's pretty powerful. 2 Power Bond because you want this to you want the Chimera search to happen. Overload Fusion because Verte exists, so you can copy Overload Fusion of Verte and go into your fusion monsters a different way. Cyber Emergency searches any Cyber Dragon monster. Cyber Pear Plant does the same thing, except you need a Cyber Dragon in your graveyard. Cybernetic Horizon is pretty much a triple Foolish Burial that allows you to add a Cyberdark monster after sending a lot to the graveyard, which is pretty handy for this deck. Cyberdark Realm allows you to have an extra normal summon of a Cyberdark monster, which is usually Cyberdark Chimera. So, and also allows you to banish materials from deck when you're fusing with Power Bond, which is really cool. And then Cyber Eternal allows you to revive a Cyber Fusion monster if it's properly summoned, or return it back to the extra deck. And Cyberdark Invasion allows you to add equipped monsters to your Cyberdark monsters, which is pretty cool, especially with the extra deck monsters that will be going through. So, Chimeric Rampage Dragon is an OTK machine, and you can use that for triple attack, and it also has an effect that allows you to burn, allows you to pop back row based on the number of fusion materials used for it. Cyber Twin is a double attack. With Power Bond, this is pretty much a win with OTK. Cyberdark Dragon, just in case you can't send other dragon names, you can send this off Horizon and make a decent Cyber Darkness. Chimera Fortress, just in case your opponent has machine monsters, you can just fuse it off. Cyber End Dragon is a big beater with piercing damage. You usually send this to the graveyard to equip with Cyber Darkness Dragon. So Cyber Darkness Dragon is basically can equip a dragon or machine monster from graveyard. It gets attacked from that equipped monster. And it also has a not once per turn quick effect negate, which allows you to negate pretty much anything just as long as you have equipped cards. Chimera Mega Fleet is if your opponent has a monster in the extra monster zone, you have a Cyber Dragon, you can just remove it and summon Mega Fleet. Basically, Kaiju for the extra zone. Cyber Eternity Dragon is best sent by Cybernetic Horizon. When it gets sent to the graveyard, you can banish this and protect your fusion monsters with card you control with card effects. So they cannot be targeted and destroyed. So it protects your OTK just in case you need it. Cyber Dark End Dragon, your main big boss. You summon this using Cyber Darkness Dragon and Cyber End Dragon. You tribute those and win and pretty much set up a big powerful boss monster that people will have a hard time outing. For the other links, Cyber Dragon Seeger, because you can make this and allow you to boost other machine monsters with 2100 attack. This helps secure OTK damage. The other links here, Verte Anaconda allows you to copy Overload Fusion in emergency situations and summon a pretty decent Cyber Dragon Fusion. And the rest are just generic links. Sniper Phoenix allows you to destroy Spell Trap. Cerberus, main monster, zone monster. Dark allows you to steal dark monsters from opponent's graveyard. And that's it for Cyberdark. And Cyberdark is a pretty powerful, decent structure deck. It sets up a boss monster and pretty budget, and it also allows you to play the Cyber Dragon archetype because it has pretty much all the cards needed there, except for the few Xyz monsters you can get on the secret pack. Last but not the least, we have Dark Magician. So Dark Magician is a very popular anime deck, and it's used by Yugi Moto, the protagonist of the original Yu-Gi-Oh anime, and the Dark Magician deck is the modern version of the Dark Magician deck. Is pretty interesting because it is a spellcaster control deck that basically slows down the pace of the game to your pace and win the game there. So basically, you set up Dark Magician Girl. You have extra deck fusions and Xyz. You have a ton of searchers like Magician Souls, the Illusion of Chaos, and Magician's Rod. So Magician's Souls allows you to just send spells, spell and trap. You can add spellcaster monsters, special summon them. Basically, your best Dark Magician Searcher. Magician's Rod allows you to add a spell trap card from your hand that mentions Dark Magician, and that's a lot of them. Illusion of Chaos is your special summon Dark Magician from graveyard. It's another searcher and really powerful card. Dark Magician Girl allows you to just have this and Dark Magician for your extra deck plays. Preparation of Rites is for your Ritual Searcher because you just want to see Illusion of Chaos a lot. One fusion deployment, you can get this off the Cyberdark structure deck, and it's really good because it allows you to summon Dark Magician from deck by revealing any of the Dark Magician fusions here. Secret Village of the Spellcasters is a floodgate that prevents your opponent from activating spell cards if your opponent does not have spellcasters, which is a very common case. Magician Salvation is your field spell, which allows you to set Eternal Soul directly from deck, which is a really powerful card because Eternal Soul protects all your Dark Magician monsters. Dark Magical Circle allows you to add Allows you to add Dark Magician spell cards and trap cards. And it also has removal, which is a targeting banish, which is might not be ideal in modern Yu-Gi-Oh because targeting there's a lot of cards that have targeting protection, but the fact that this can remove a lot of this can remove spells and trap cards without destroying them is always handy. We have Secrets of Dark Magic just for fusion summoning, Successor Soul, just to special summon a level 7 or higher monster from hand or deck, which is pretty much Dark Magician. And Skill Drain just to slow your opponent down by pretty much shutting down every on-field effect in the game. Goes in match, you're gonna lock your opponent to dark because pretty much most of your end board will consist of dark monsters. You have Magician's Combination, which allows you to special summon dark magicians. And Tribute to Negate, which is always handy. And this is a pretty powerful control deck. For the extra deck, Dark Magician Dragon Knight. This is a really good beat stick because it protects your board and it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So this is pretty annoying. You have to out this. The Dark Magicians is allows you to draw a card every spell trap card at activation, and allows you to special summon Dark Magician Girl if this card gets gets destroyed. So that's pretty handy. Ebon Illusion Magician, 2 level 7s, and can special summon a Dark Magician from your deck, which is handy to extend into more plays and just set up a decent end board. And then you have Dark Arm Dragon's Annihilation, which just another way to extend or grind more free special summon and extender. You have generic links here. Link Spider, you can just link off Dark Magician because it's a normal monster. Imduk, same case. Artemis, spellcaster monster, can send Magician Souls and Magician's Wrath of GY, and then the other ones are just generic links like Nightmare Phoenix for back row, Verte Anaconda for the fusion. So that just allows you to pretty much just do a lot of stuff. Coldbreaker Virus Swordsman, just a generic link. Great to out Baguska. Dark Charmer to steal a monster from your opponent's graveyard that is a dark. And Celine allows you to go into Access Code Talker for a decent OTK route. And that's it for all the best structure decks. And Dark Magician is the last one. And yeah, I hope you like this video. And worth noting that in the future, there's going to be more structure decks incoming. You know, there might be a Dark World one if the OCG is an indication. OCG and TCG for that matter. There can also be a Trap Tricks one, which both of which are really good. But yeah, there are really a lot of great ways to play Yu-Gi-Oh and get started, and the structure decks are the best ways to do that. And I hope you like the video, and I hope you enjoy your start in Master Duel. If you're watching this and you're new, I hope this video helps. If you're someone looking for a new deck to play and don't want to spend on secret packs, you can check out this video. And if you're watching, yeah, this might be the video for you. But yeah, thanks for those who are watching. If you have any other questions or other opinions about the other structure decks that weren't mentioned in this video, you can leave a comment. And if you enjoyed this video, you can like this video, you can share, you can subscribe to help this channel grow. That would be so great. But for now, that's it for today's video, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. And goodbye guys, and thank you so much.